What's up, YouTube? My name is Mike, and I'm on a mission to collect every single game for the OG Xbox and build up the ultimate OG Xbox collection. Last time, we got started in our journey, fixing my old Xbox and picking up our first few games along the way. And today, our Xbox finally arrives back home and we can start improving our gaming experience. So come along for the ride as we continue to build the ultimate OG Xbox collection. Before we get started, I just want to say one quick note. I started this journey back in the summer of 2025, and at the time, I didn't plan on making this a YouTube series. So unfortunately, a lot of the stories that I talk about, I don't actually have any footage for, and obviously I can't go back and record it again. So enjoy all the footage of me messing around in games as I tell my stories, and I promise one day we will get caught up to the present, where things will flow at a much better pace. Without further ado, let's get into the video. After patiently waiting a week, our fixed Xbox showed up at my house and it was finally time to play some games. Or at least so I thought. See, when my parents and I sent the Xbox out, I forgot to throw the hookups and controllers into the box as well. So I guess I'll have to wait a tiny bit longer to actually play some games, but at least the console made it over in one piece. I took this mishap as a chance to send a few games from my collection back at home over, and now, after another week of waiting, we're actually finally ready to play some games. I kinda like having a small collection come over a little at a time. It really gives me a chance to admire a few games at a time, and I think sending all 100 plus from home at once would have overwhelmed me quite a bit. I took this time to replay a few games from my childhood I never technically beat all the way through, starting with Rayman 3. It was here that I noticed something didn't feel right. I'm playing the Xbox on my 4K TV, which of course doesn't have the proper hookups to connect to the Xbox, so I've been using this old school AV to HDMI converter, but something about the picture is just not great. The game feels super dark and washed out, and it's just not a good gaming experience. Now, I know the best way to use a system like this is on an old CRT TV, but not only do I not have one, I also don't have the space in my house to put one, so I gotta make do with what I got. After doing a little research online, I learned about the wonders of component output. See, the Xbox has the capabilities to display games at a greater quality than just standard 480i. Most games can run at 480p, and some games like Crash Nitro Kart and MVP Baseball 2005 can run at 720p, which doesn't look half bad on TV like this one. Luckily for us, there are a ton of these HDMI converters out there that plug directly into the Xbox AV port that converts the video to a component output. I ordered mine on Amazon and after 2 days it arrived, and let me tell you what a difference it makes. Now it was time to really play some games. I played through Rayman 3 as well as Sonic Heroes and Crash Nitro Kart. I also picked up a few more games to add to the collection. It was so much fun reliving some of these old games and experiencing a bunch of new ones I always wanted to play, but never got to. Unfortunately though, we soon will run into another problem. Right now I have two controllers for the Xbox. One is your standard wired Xbox S controller, and the other is a Mad Catz wireless controller. Unfortunately, I would end up running into issues with both controllers sooner rather than later. For the wire controller, the cord unfortunately doesn't reach to my couch, so I have to sit in a chair to play, which after a while isn't the most comfortable. Plus, the wire's starting to come loose, so if I move the controller the wrong way, it thinks it's disconnected. Even some electrical tape didn't fix my issue. For the wireless controller, it's a little small, the thumbsticks don't have any grip, and if I move in certain ways, the Xbox thinks the controller disconnected. That was super frustrating playing through Crash Nitro Kart. Back on my research, I found the Retro Fighters wireless Xbox controller, a more modern take on the original controller, and was even compatible with the PC and Switch if I wanted to use it there. Unfortunately, it was a little out of my price range at the time, so I stuck with the Mad Catz controller for a little longer, until my girlfriend surprised me with it for Christmas. After using it for a bit now, I can say it's easily one of my favorite controllers to use. It feels good in the hands, the sticks are solid and comfortable to use, however the buttons were a little stiff, but after a few uses they wore down a bit and now everything feels great to me. It's an easy recommend. With the HDMI converter and the new controller, I feel satisfied in saying we achieved our goal to create the best gaming experience. I know there's better converters and controllers out there, but for our budget and what we're trying to do, I think this will hold us for a long time. That's not to say we won't ever try to do better in the future, but for now I can happily and comfortably play games without any complaints or issues. And now with all of that out of the way, it's finally time to get back to our main goal of trying to get every Xbox game. A surprise package from home brought over a bit of our games, which helped as we reached our first slow point in the journey. At this time, I hadn't added a new game to the collection in at least a month. But getting this package gave me both a spark and an idea, in that maybe a trip back home is all we need to get us going again. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and tune in next time as we head back home and create a new plan in our journey to build the ultimate Xbox collection.